Hello, everybody, and welcome to another afternoon of our weekly webcam series. Today, of course, is the Greatest American Hero. We're working on season three, episodes 3 and episode 4, and we are uh, in the middle of the week. So it's Wednesday hump day. Woohoo! It's 11 degrees Fahrenheit outside and cloudy. It did snow earlier. It's supposed to snow more today. So we're like, woohoo, yeah, we're indoors, we're warm, and everything's going good. So anyway, it's good to see people today. And we are, like I said, we're halfway through. We've got tomorrow, of course, 2 more episodes of season 3, episodes 3 and 4 for the A team, our Thursday's A team review. And then we're off Friday. And then, of course, on Saturday, we have our 1 p.m. afternoon Eastern Standard Time Star Wars fan film. This time it's called Vader Pull to the Light. It's about a 25 minute long video. It was done very well. It was set, the events for the fan film were set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and it involves a moment in Vader's life when he's all of a sudden he's looking for his son Luke, but he goes after these two uh, X-wing ships. That one of them he thinks looks similar to what Luke flew during the Empire Strikes Back in the Battle of Hoth with the R2D2, his friend, but of course it wasn't. So in the process, he finds out a little more about himself. So we'll get to that. We will talk more about that on Saturday. It's already set up. So and I've got my select panel. I know the 3 people I want to have that are going to be on there with me. So it should be a lot of fun and a lot of good examination of a good Star Wars fan film. So anyway, before we get started, let's see if anybody came in, and we do see our friend and neighbor, the bird woman of YouTube, Miss Connie Cleary. Hello, Connie Cleary. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mikey. Hello, Connie. Good to see you, sweetie. I'm glad you're here to represent the chat and to protect it. Um, so, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Um, let's go ahead and get started. I'm kind of tired today, so I'm trying to get through this as much as I can. Until until I'm done, and then I'm probably gonna have lunch, and then we're gonna take a nap. I don't know, I'm getting real tired lately. As you get older, you get more tired. You're just, and like I said, I'm retired. I'm retired, so I mean, like, I just got to find ways to recharge my batteries somehow. It's after a while you do all these things. I'm doing this 4 days a week, plus I'm working Saturdays, 2 different jobs. I'm doing the fan film series, and I'm working with Charlotte Nightstar, the werewolf, on her show she does, and also on Fridays I'm working with Gorilla, of course, with his Walton streams. So yeah, it gets very uh, tiring after a while. It does, and you have to step away every once in a while. That's one thing I always learned about being a YouTube creator, is that I got to step away every once in a while and recharge the batteries. Yeah, it does take a little bit of time. But anyway, let's just get right to this now. Let's see here. So today, the episodes are called "This is the One the Suit Was Meant For," and the other one is called "The Resurrection of Carlini." And both these episodes came out on, uh, multiple Fridays. One was Friday, November 12th, 1982. The other was Friday, November 19th, 1982. Now, there's been very few people that have watched these episodes in season 3. Season 3 was not necessarily the best one for The Greatest American Hero, unfortunately. 73 people have watched the first one, and he got about a 7.3 out of 10. And the same thing for the fourth episode. That had 70 people watch it, and it's also got about a 7.3 out of 10. So right around a C to a C plus grade. And I might have to say, yes, I agree with these uh, critics that have seen it and have gone through it. So, but we'll just, like I said, we will go through each episode. Okay, so for the first one, this is the one the suit was meant for. With their relationship in trouble, Ralph convinces Pam to go on a vacation without Bill or his suit. Unfortunately, Bill shows up unannounced with his suit and trouble ensues. The director of this episode was Ivan Dixon, who, of course, played Kinchlow in the Hogan's Heroes series. But not only did he also direct episodes for the Waltons, but he also did some episodes for The Greatest American Hero. And of course, in this episode, uh, Frank Lupo didn't work on it, but Stephen J. Cannell did. And he also worked with one of their famous writers in Universal, Babs Grayhosky. So remember, if you see films that say Ask for Babs, that's the lady you asked for is Babs Grayhosky. Yeah. And of course, it represents the usual characters. You know, you've got William Catt as Ralph, Hurley, but they did call him Hinckley until, of course, the Ronald Reagan near assassination. Robert Culp, played Bill Maxwell. Connie Sellecca, of course, played Pam Davidson Hinckley because now she is, engaged to him and she's going to be marrying him. So eventually. Um, Pepe Serna played Cortez in this. So actually, I am going to take a look at him because I've seen him in a lot of Latin or Latino films and things like that, and he did really well. So let's take a look at Pepe. Okay, yeah, Pepe Serna is an actor producer. He's also worked on additional crew. He is still alive. He was born July 23rd, 1944. So he just turned 80 last year. So he'll be 81 this year. And he's a durable Mexican American actor, and he has appeared in more than 100 feature films and 300 television shows. But he is most recognized for his gritty support performances in a variety of motion pictures, including Scarface from 1983 as Al Pacino's ill fated cocaine partner, as well as the Western Silverado in 1985 with Kevin Costner, the crime yarn The Rookie in 1990, starring Clint Eastwood and Charlie Sheen, and the drama American Me in 1992, starring Edward James Olmos. And let's see. He was also in two other movies. In 1979, he was with Steve Martin in The Jerk. He was punk number one. And in that movie, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, he was Reno, Nevada in 1984. In The Rookie, he played Lieutenant Ray Garcia, and in Scarface, he played Angel. So, yeah, Pepe Serna. So he is in this episode. Cool. Alrighty, let's go to the trivia. Okay. All right, in trivia, there's only a spoiler. So remember, put your hands over your ears if you haven't seen this episode yet. It is available on public domain with YouTube. So just check out the a list. There's a list of the different episodes all available there. If you look it up under Greatest American Hero. So the spoiler on this is Zephyr 1's Mach 6 is 46,000 miles per hour. The cruising speed of Air Force One is believed to be approximately 645 miles per hour. So that's the only spoiler we have from that. Okay, and the goofs we have just one. Continuity. Now throughout the series, Ralph calls Pam his fiancée. But he proposes to her in this episode, and the idea that they're engaged seems fresh to them. Oh, cool. Alrighty. Now, In this one, besides the Believe It or Not song, another song that Joey Scarberry performed in this, which was an original song written by Stephen Geyer, is called Bicycle Built for Two. So that is the song that is in this episode. Okay. And there is one filming location. This was the exterior of Pam's apartment. That was filmed at 4311 Colfax, that's Colfax Avenue, Los Angeles, California. Very cool. Alrighty. Now we'll go to the next episode. There wasn't very much on that one. And I expect it. Really, I do in the third season because they're like I said, these episodes weren't exactly the greatest. There are a few top ranked ones though. Okay. All right, here's the next one, season 3, episode 4, which is the resurrection of Carlini. And in this one, a magician who was killed performing his greatest trick seemingly returns from the grave to murder his 3 rivals. Okay. Now, the director of this episode, here's another trivia bit for you guys. Arnold Lavin, who used to do the live action Secrets of Isis with Miss Joanna Cameron, who unfortunately, rest in peace, did pass away 2 years ago, or 3 years ago now, in 2022. But Arnold Lavin got to direct this episode. And then, Stephen J. Cannell and Frank Lupo both wrote this. And of course, he got the usual 3 characters. And the one we want to examine now is Andrew Robinson, who played Chris Stoford in this episode. I think we all know Andrew, but we'll look it up here. Okay, so Andrew is the actor, director, and he did soundtrack. Now, Andrew, hold on a sec, I gotta put a stop there. Okay, there we go. All right, Andrew Jort Robinson was born in New York City and attended the University of New Hampshire, later receiving his BA, Bachelor of Arts in English from the New School for Social Research in New York City. After graduation, he spent a year in England at the London Academy for Music and Dramatic Arts on a Fulbright scholarship. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, Mr. Robinson performed a wide variety of theater, movie, and television roles. Remember, he played the infamous Scorpio killer in Dirty Harry, and he did a stint on the TV series Ryan's Hope. He was also in Star Trek. Remember, he played the role of Garrick for 37 episodes there on Star Trek Deep Space Nine from 1993 to 1999. And he was in Hellraiser in the original. He played Larry in that in 1987. And in 1991, he played Sergeant Botnick in Child's Play 3. And according to this, the last thing he worked on, he did his voice of Garrick, Elim Garrick, for one episode last year in Star Trek Lower Decks. So he did that, and before that, did a TV miniseries of 10 episodes called "Alone Together," a DS9 companion playing Garrick, and that was from 2020 to 2023. He played 10 episodes of that. So very cool. He's also done the Star Trek Online video game voicing himself. That is so, so cool. So Andrew Robinson being in this episode. Okay. All right, now we'll take a look at the trivia. Okay. And there's one bit here. It says Tawny Little, who is the TV reporter at the beginning, was actually a Los Angeles TV reporter in real life who played a reporter, often as herself, in many series in the 80s and 90s. That's so cool. All right. And let's see. Character error. Pam says it's just Leo Gorcey and Hunts Hall in Hold That Ghost. Hold That Ghost is an Abbott and Costello film. That was a character error. Okay. Let me go back and take a look at something here. Just want to go back to the other. Okay, there were no quotes. I just want to make sure if I had missed something, I always make sure I go back. But no, there were no quotes in in season 3, episode 3, the other one. But in this one, there is. So we'll go to that. So yeah, let's go to quotes here. Okay, and there is one important quote in this episode. Pam says to Bill, "Come on, Bill. The show was supposed to start at 7:30. It's already a quarter of." Bill Maxwell in a pirate costume. "You hate me, counselor. How could you put me in this thing? I look like the prize doodad out of a Cracker Jack box." That's funny. Anyway, alrighty. And of course, the only song for the soundtrack on this episode is the Believe It or Not one by Joy Scarberry. Okay. And there's no filming or production locations mentioned in this episode. Alrighty. So we'll go back here. Okay. Oh, wow. And the chat blew up with Mr. Kronos. Hello, Kronos and Max. Welcome, welcome. And of course, we have Ronnie's World. Hello, Ronnie's World. Hello, Miss Ronnie. She says, "Hey, Mikey and Connie." Connie says, "Hi, Ronnie." Kronos says, "Oh, sure," after the "Hey, Mikey." Lurk. Oh, he says Lurd first. Lurk. "It's cold." Connie Claire says, "Kronos." Kronos says, "Hey, Connie." Warp speed. Queen. And he says, Connie says, "Hey." Kronos says, "Ice is." Garrick. Need power nap. Later, taters. All right, Kronos. Yes, go get a power nap, my friend. But thank you for coming in. I do appreciate you and Max always showing up. Yeah, I love that robot Max from the Black Hole, 1979. Yeah, we'll have to do a serious review of that someday with some of my select panelists. Yeah, a lot of fun that movie. That really changed the course of movies. Like, everybody says Star Wars when it came out in 77, but when you saw Disney come out with The Black Hole in 79 and eventually do Tron, there was a lot of great stuff then. And I mean, everything was being redone, miniatures, miniaturization, all this other stuff. It was very, very cool. And practical effects. hmm Very important. Okay, so we had very little information today, and I anticipated that because I knew we would have season 3 of The Greatest American Hero. Just didn't have a lot to it. A lot of people haven't seen those episodes, very few, and the ones that didn't give it very high ratings. But I have to agree with him because there wasn't much to these episodes. There was maybe one or two that were still important, but later on towards the end of it. But of course, it didn't lead to much. And then when it was finally over, everybody thought, okay, it's not coming back. 4 years later, they tried episode 45, which was going to be called The Greatest American Heroine, which had a female that was going to become Ralph's replacement from the little guys, from the little green guys. And of course, it brought back, Robert Culp as Bill Maxwell, but it didn't work out, which is unfortunate. It was on NBC. It was a 1 hour, I think it was almost a 2 hour pilot, but it just didn't quite, or an hour pilot, but it just didn't quite work out. So that was unfortunate. But we will mention it though. It'll be the last one we mention at the end of our reign covering TGAH. And then remember, after that's done, after we cover that last episode, we'll go right into Get Smart. Everybody asked for that. Everybody wanted that. That is what we're going to do. And we'll start with season 1, episode 1 and 2 of Get Smart. So that should be a lot of fun. Of course, that's in black and white that started, and then it went to color. Yeah, yeah. That's usually how some of those shows went. It was weird. Anyway, so I'm glad that you folks were here to listen to these 2 reviews of the episodes from TGAH. Next week, of course, next Wednesday, we'll be covering episode 5 and 6. One on episode 5 is the Newlywed Game. And then the sixth one is Heaven is in Your Jeans. Yeah. All right. So those should be good. Those will be next week. One of them is a top rated one. I think it's the Newlywed Game where Pam and and Ralph are getting their wedding is coming up fast. So, yeah, that one should be good. So we're going to do that next week. Okay. So let's see. All right. So we got the two episodes tomorrow of season three, episode three and four of the A Team. Friday night. Watch us on the Walton stream. It's I believe season four, episode seven. Is it this week or six? I forget. I'll have to look it up from Gorilla, and see what he's got. Okay, so that's Friday. And then Saturday, I've got the Star Wars fan film Vader Pull to the Light. That's going to be very good. We got our select panel already. I got three people I sent it to of you know, from YouTube of the fan film. So they're going to watch it, look it over, and then we're going to do a review of it on Saturday. And right after that, then we've got two special shows that are showing up this weekend for our favorite silent hostess, Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf, at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She has one show on January 25th, Saturday, and one show on Sunday, January 26th. So I'm totally looking forward to that. And I hope, I know that Gorilla couldn't do his third Revenge of the Nerds film, uh, The Next Generation. Um, he kind of postponed that, but I think maybe he might renew that for this coming Sunday. So his Sunday cinema, if you folks get a chance to check that out, that should be a lot of fun to watch. And then I believe he's going to start getting into the Angel um, movies, from Angel Company. Yeah, there's some good ones there too. And he's got a really good one called Sound of Freedom. And it's a very powerful, gut wrenching, gripping film. And I've heard of it. I just have never seen it myself. So it should be something that should be very cool to watch, very good to see. Anyway, let's go ahead and do our prayer real quick. So, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Dear Lord, thank you so much for social media. We're very excited whenever we get to see our friends come here in the chat or on our live streams when we do panels. We'd love to see them get together, have some fun. This is a good channel, Lord, and we always pray for it because we want it to be a place that people can come here, not feel bullied, not feel pushed around. They all get recognized. Everybody gets talked about. We love it when people are able to say hello to one another that they haven't seen in a while. They want to hang out. They want to do stuff, and we want to acknowledge that because without you, ladies and gentlemen, we would not exist. These 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 channels would not even be there, and I would not have the drive or the ambition to put this out there for anybody. And my wife and I, Suzanne, we both love you guys and gals. You do so much for us, and we appreciate everything that you do all the time. And we pray for all of you and your families as well, because as we say it in our channel, this is not just a bunch of subs. We have 237. We're trying to get 13 more so we can reach 250. So again, remember, like the video today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit all notifications from that, the ding, 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 so that you know when you'll be notified about future webcams as well as live streams. And of course, don't forget to share this channel with everyone. And hello, Matt Arnold. Welcome, welcome. Prayers to you, Mikey. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yes. So, prayers to everybody in LA, of course, with the wildfires. Let's hope and pray that everything goes out. All the fires go out. We can get back to rebuilding the lands there and everything again. Let's hope that everybody down in the south, west and southeast, are getting through this cold snap. Everything that's going through there is terrible right now. So let's, even snow in Florida. Yeah, oh, I'll bet LDG's freaking and freezing his butt off. I know he is. But it just make sure that we can all get through it. Make sure there's no problems, no deaths, and everything. Uh, Matt, I don't know. I don't know, but okay, I'm going to mention something real quick. Jim's landscape has turned people against me, Matt. Matt, I know. Matt, I know. You say prayers to me. Thank you. Why was my mod? I have never done anything to you. Matt, Matt, you're still with Jim, okay? And that's not against you, okay? I'm not saying that's a terrible thing against you, my friend. But but it's concerning when Jim continues to turn other people against me, and you know who those people are, and you've seen it, you've watched, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Because you haven't done anything to us, you've never hurt us before. I'm only going to replace and put back your standard mod, okay? But I'm only doing this, okay? So now you're back to being the standard mod, okay? But I want you to know that Jim's landscape will never, ever be unblocked. Okay? That is what I'm going to say to you right now. He's not good people. Okay? He said bad things about my wife. He said bad things about me. He never apologized. And then he's starting to go, oh, I'm a good person. He's turned people against me and us. We don't even recognize our friends anymore. Who are our friends? We don't know who our friends are. Okay? All right, Matt. So you've got your mod shipped back. Okay? You got your standard mod. All right? I did that. I just did that for you. All right, Lord. So with all this, please pray for everybody, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. All right. So we're done. Yes, you get a thumbs up. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Okay. All right, folks. So that is it for today. I appreciate you all being here, of course. And don't forget, I said we got 2 more episodes tomorrow of our Thursday A Team review series. And I hope you guys and gals enjoy that. And in the meantime, remember what our friend and fellow critic Gene Siskel said back in the day, the aisle's now closed. And I want to thank everyone again for being here. I want to bless you, say God bless to you all and your families. Uh, may you have no problems, no health issues, no natural disasters. I just want to make sure all of you get through life and enjoy it and have a good time. Yeah. And so, God bless America. God bless Canada. God bless the whole freaking world, which is huge out there. And of course, peace from MikeySuzeFour. And take care, everyone. And of course, we'll see you in the next few days. So, looking forward to it. See you soon. Oh, yes. And we got snow for the first time in 20 years. Yeah, it was almost 4 inches. Yeah, well, LDG, Matt, has snow down there in Florida. Yeah. So I wonder what LGG is going to do about that. He's going to have to let me know. Oh, and of course, I'm sorry. I want to thank Matt Arnold for being here and for getting his modship back. I want to thank Kronos and Max for being here. I want to thank Miss Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube, for taking care of our chat, watching over it today. Don't forget, she has a channel called Fluff Chick Productions. Make sure you go there. It's very calming, and she has a lot of great bird videos there. So check that out. And of course, we also had Ronnie's World. Thank you, Ronnie, friend of my brother Larry from Years of Adventures. She was here for a brief moment. So thank you, Ronnie's World, for also being here. And of course, Kronos Max. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time.